They're making me laugh too much this morning, I tell you. For all of those fans of the Andy Griffith Show and all things Mayberry, we have a special treat for you this morning. David Browning, the Mayberry Deputy, is here, and he has brought along a very special guest, Miss Charlene Darling herself, Maggie Peterson.
Hi,
thank you so much for being here. I'm stoked. I'm fired up.
Man, you better believe it.
I tell you what.
To be here.
I tell you what, you travel in pretty good company.
I travel in some tall cotton, you better believe it. You know, I've known Maggie for a good 20 years now.
Oh, I'd say
and
so,
she has
yeah.
been one of my greatest friends in Mayberry.
Yeah.
And what a thrill it is anytime I get to be with her and Rodney and the Dillard Band. And of course, we're coming back to Fountain of Life. And I said, Maggie, would you go over and visit with my friends over at Daytime? And she said, absolutely.
Oh, I would love to. I love Johnson City,
Yeah.
and it's such a thrill to meet you all.
And you were talking about being friends with her for 20 years. It
Oh, at
feels like
least.
we've been friends forever
That's
because
right.
Oh, you
the
see
Andy
the
Griffith
show.
Show. I mean, it is just a phenomenon.
Isn't
I
that an
mean,
amazing phenomenon?
Did you
that it's
think
still
when you
on?
first did that show that it would take off
Oh,
like
well,
it did?
heavens, who would ever have thought it would take off like that? And still be, after 50 years, I still get fan mail.
Yep.
I'm sure you did.
From Europe and New Zealand and all
Oh,
over
my
the place.
goodness.
It's just amazing to me. I can't really believe it.
Do you get tired of answering questions about the Andy Griffith
Oh,
Show?
never. I think
Never?
it's a
Yeah.
blessing.
It is.
I'm really lucky to be here.
And y'all are going to be together tomorrow night at Freedom Hall Civic Center here in Johnson City.
That's right.
Fountain of Life Baptist Church is
That's
having
right.
their Mayberry Christmas.
That's
Talk to
right.
us about that a little bit.
Oh, it's terrific.
Well, this is about, let's see, this is our 4th or 5th time doing a Mayberry Christmas for
Right.
Fountain of Life. And Vic Young, of course, you
Right.
know, and Linda
It's
and Matt. They're
wonderful.
just wonderful people. And we put this a Mayberry Christmas show together a few years ago after we had organized Mayberry Moments.
Right.
And it's a wonderful show as well. And we thought, well, what about a Christmas show geared around Mayberry? And everybody put their thinking caps on, and the show is what came from it.
It's lovely. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of Mayberry and
That's
a little
right.
bit of Christmas.
And your on-screen brothers are going to be there.
Oh, my brothers, the Dillards, the Darling
That's
boys.
right,
Yes,
that's right.
indeed. They're still all keyed up, you know.
They all.
Oh, yeah,
They're all
they're
keyed up.
They're keyed
Yeah.
up. But the neat thing about it is after all of this time, that the sound of that music still,
Yeah.
you know, is with us
All right.
and is still relevant.
Yes.
And people just love it. You know, we have a large audience that comes to Freedom Hall for this.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And we're looking forward to another great group tomorrow night. And it's just a joy to be there. And then, of course, Santa Claus arrives after
Oh.
Get
our
to meet your neighbor
show.
Santa tomorrow.
That's
Santa will
right,
be there
on a
with
sleigh,
all
and
his
there's a live
Live
elephant.
activity, everything
Like camels
Christmas.
and
I will tell you this,
It's
the
terrific.
camel spit at me last year. I brought an extra big bullet this time.
Got one right there for you, buddy. Maggie, let's talk about your time on the show. We got some
Yes.
pictures we want to show the viewers,
Oh.
but your time on the show. I mean,
Oh.
why do you think this show just resonates with folks?
Well, I tell you, for one thing, Andy made everybody feel so comfortable. He surrounded himself with a lot of people from the South, his makeup man and his gaffer, and so he was very comfortable, which sort of radiated to the guests. So he made you feel comfortable.
Right.
I always thought every show was going to be like the Andy Griffith Show on a set, but it wasn't. It was a special set. He made it so comfortable for everyone, and he was comfortable. He has such a great sense of humor, and so it was a wonderful experience. Can't ever forget it.
And I know, you got that family feeling on the show, and it translated out there. I mean, it just felt like everybody felt like part of Mayberry.
Well, that's the truth. That's the way it felt. When we first sat down for that first reading with the Darlings, it was just magic. It was like we'd known each other forever, and it was just a wonderful feeling, and it just carried on to the show, I think. I think it carried on.
All right, it's so
Well,
great
it had
have
to
you.
be so
Yeah.
special, too, because Maggie and Rodney were basically kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
You were
yeah.
just kids, yeah.
Just kids.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
did we know.
And while we got you here,
Yes.
we want to remind everyone that Christmas Day, very special. Instead of a regular daytime show, this gentleman right here will be portraying Scrooge for a
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
Carol, and we always look forward to that.
Well,
that's
it's a
wonderful.
special joy for me personally to have you all air it each year, and Gosh, it means so much to me.
It
I
was
just
beautiful.
appreciate
I
it.
saw him do it the other night, and it was just terrific.
You got to see it live.
I got to
living
see
color.
it live, and it was
In a
terrific.
beautiful little church,
Oh, great.
little
Oh,
church
it
down in
was idyllic.
Autryville,
It was
North
beautiful.
Carolina. And
You shouldn't miss it because he does a wonderful job.
If you want more information about what David's up to, check out davidbrowningproductions.com. Maggie,
Oh, Chris.
David, we appreciate y'all so much for being here.
Pleasure.
Merry Christmas to both
Merry
of you.
Thank
Christmas
you
to
for
you.
This is
having
this is a
us.
Christmas present for me today, folks, and a Christmas present for you.
You
as well.
deserve it, buddy.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to be heading over to the kitchen. Hey, David Browning's A Christmas Carol, Christmas Day, 10 a.m. right here at WJHL. If you want more information, WJHL.com.